Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Carolina Panthers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Looking right, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, and you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll run on first down. Armstrong. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Armstrong. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On first down, Burks. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down here inside the 30. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Check. You must be getting tired of seeing me. 19. Check. Lucky.
On first down, it's Carter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
14. Check 24. Hatchet.
On 2nd down now, it's Carter. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
36. You go tight. You got tight.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Play action. Now Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
On 2nd down, it's Armstrong, and he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Set, ready. Stand, ready.
And what's that? And what's the ball?
22, check, over. 22, check, over.
Looking to throw. Burks looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Wilson throwing again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Deeper.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Javon Hargrave there on the stop. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down now, it's Carter. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Check 52. 66.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Mike Popo. Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Switch it up right there. Switch it. Tight dog, tight dog.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Joseph now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense.
He's got it at the 15. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play there for Cincinnati. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might just...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this. As it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
13 yards, first down, Panthers. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They go play action now. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They go play action with Wilson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Second and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got some space here. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
They'll run on first down. Carter. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Check 24.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. From back at the foot, under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. Play action. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
The kick by Joseph is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it. And that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. They juked him. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, it's Carter. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And Thomas has it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Throw right side complete to Carter. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
You got nothing. Check.
Here's 2nd and 8. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first down, Armstrong. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on 3rd down, Burks. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Check back 34. Mike 34. Hey, here we go. 34 to Mike. 34 to Mike.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Let's go. Hey. Mike 34. Mike 34. You ain't good.
On 4th down, Burks. Got his man. That's Harry. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Check it back. Check it back.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Burks trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is taken at the 3. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check safety. Check
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check. 96 power. Watch twist.
On second down now, it's Carter. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now Wilson on first down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This is caught, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
To throw on second down, Burks. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
44, Mike, 44. Here we go, D.
To throw is Wilson. Off the play fake. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Joker. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. Kill. Watch out.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Check hot route. Hot. 12.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Here's Pollard again. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Here's Pollard. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now again, right side, Pollard. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Now Pollard. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Joseph is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do